in a rush for? What you trying to meet your maker, darling?
What is up, y'all? It is your girl, More Nigeria, back with another video, and today's video will be me giving you 5 tips to price your junk cases. This video has been long awaited. I keep getting this question, so I took some time today to actually give you guys this video because it's a lot of people trying to start up their junk cases, you know, start their business up for the summer. So here's a video for you to price your junk cases. All right, y'all. So number 1, cost plus pricing. Let me give you the formula for it. That is basically your materials plus your labor plus your markup. And I'm going to break each one of those down. For example, if your materials was $10 and the amount of time it took for you to make that junk case, you price at about $10. Not saying this is the exact way you need to price it, but I just want to give you an example. If it took about $10 worth of product to make the junk case, you're going to start with that $10. Then you're going to move on to the amount of time it took you to make that junk case. Do not underprice yourself. If it took you a couple hours, make sure you price it a little bit higher. So say this junk case, they wanted some basic stuff. The amount, say it took you maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and you price that time at about $10. Or you can just figure out what your price per hour is, which is like as if a job. If you was working every hour, you would get paid $10 an hour. Just price that time like that. So, okay, your materials is $10. The time you worked was $10. That's $20 right there already. If you want to mark it up, you can mark it up $10 because then it'll be at about $20. When I say mark it up, I mean like how much after you factored in the amount of time you spend making it and the amount of materials, how much more additionally do you want to add to the price that you already are at? So if you was at $20 and you feel like, okay, I want to make an additional profit, because that $20 is just your time and the amount of material, you know, the materials that you use. You don't want to underprice yourself, because if you underprice yourself, it's going to be like you're making junk cases for free. There will be no profit. So say you don't mark up your product that extra amount of dollars, so you sell that case for $20. You didn't make a profit at all, because now you got to put another $20 back into making a whole nother case, and you didn't really make any extra money to be like, okay, here's the $20 for the case, and then I decided to mark it up additional $10 and I made the case $30 total. Okay, I already got my $20 to make another junk case, and then I have $10 additionally left to either store away or put towards more products. So that's what I mean when I say mark it up. So another example, just in case y'all confused, because I was a little bit over the place. You're doing cost plus labor plus markup. That's your formula for figuring out your pricing. Cost plus labor plus markup. Another example, if you have an iPad case and you're selling the iPad case, you get on Shein and you get the case for about $5, maybe cheaper than that. Okay, you get a clear case for $5, and then this person wants a custom name. They want large charms, glitter resin, all of that different stuff. Factor all that stuff in, because those are materials that you're using and you're losing from your business when you're making a product. So you bought the $5 case. Okay, they want all that stuff added on there. Say every custom thing they want, you charge $5. So they want a custom name. They want custom glitter. That's $10. Then they want a bunch of large charms. Say for every 10 large charms you charge $5. Okay, that's $15. So right now, to make that case, it's the custom stuff they want, which is $15, and then they want they need the case. So that's $20 right there. Not including, you still have, they get like the free little charms that already come with the case when they purchase a case. Let's say for the small charms, that's maybe about $10 because iPad cases are bigger. Okay, so right now we at $30 for materials. Okay, now it takes you 2 hours to finish this case, making sure that it's dried, making sure that it's sealed, packaged, all that different stuff. It takes you 2 hours. Okay, that 2 hours, we gonna say your rate is about $10 an hour. We're gonna keep it basic, like the last example. $10 an hour, okay, it took you 2 hours. That's $10. That's $40 so far. The case would be $40 right now without the markup. Okay, now it's time to mark it up. Mark it up 100%. Don't do 50%. Don't mark it up a couple dollars. No, because you're scared somebody's not going to buy it. Mark it up. Because people are out here paying whatever for whatever they want. So you have $40 right now for the case. Say you mark it up another $20. That's $60 for that case. It's $60 for that case because you marked it up additional $20. You're going to profit about $20 from the $40 for the materials and the time from the case. $60 is what you're going to charge for that case because you'll have an additional $20 to either put forward or put to the side in savings. Start charging your price. That's number one. Making sure you know this formula. The formula, again, is materials plus labor plus markup. That's how you'll get your price. That's number one. Number two, value-based pricing. This is more of like the finding your target audience type thing. So value-based pricing is basing your price based off your ideal customer. So if you're budgeting towards more of teenagers that are looking for affordable phone cases that are very cute, you might want to make it in a range of like $15 to $40. You don't want to go above that mark because then you know they will not be able to purchase that case because that's not within their ideal range. Or if you're targeting towards more of somebody that doesn't mind paying money, you can make that range a little bit wider and do maybe like $20 to $80 or $100 depending on what your target audience is. You have to base your pricing based off your ideal customer. If you was buying this product and you know you wouldn't pay that price, do not target towards those type of people until you've elevated in your business. That's number two. Number three is tiered pricing. This kind of ties into number two, kind of what I was just saying, is offer multiple levels of pricing. That's basically what I was just telling y'all in number two. But number two was just finding your ideal customer. Number three is more detailed and it gives you a range of being able to offer more things to more people. So tiered pricing is like, okay, basic cases starting at maybe $15 with like very minimal design. The mid tier is maybe like $25. They get like more decoration, not too much of custom, but more of like, okay, you get a little bit more of the nicer charms, not the basic charms. And then tier 3 is premium. That's like $40 plus. That's like custom name, custom designs, extra charms, make it extra junky, all that different stuff. Alright, y'all. So basically, that's basically what tier 3 is. Tier pricing is just giving a variety of options to a variety of different customers. That's it. Number 4, you can also look at competitors' pricing. This is tip number 4. Look at competitors' pricing. So if you're following somebody on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook and you really like their line of like their design, their style, you can kind of go on their websites and kind of price your stuff. If you plan on purchasing the same charms like they have, you can kind of go on their site and see kind of what their stuff is selling for. But some options you can look on are Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you know anybody's personal pages, you can look those up. Yo, it's a little hot. I gotta turn this air off. You can also look on Caseify, Wildflower, and you can also look on Etsy to see like other small shops. Those are like some little hidden gems, but you can look on those 3 sites as well and find people that's selling the same charms or selling the same style of casing. You can try pricing your things based off their stuff. But one tip I do want to add in is that do not just go off back to somebody's website that's well known, that has thousands of followers, and go price your stuff at their price. No, that's gonna get you 0 sales, because one, if you're just starting off, people are gonna be like, okay, your work is not up to par, then why should I be paying you this amount? You just started, I've never heard of you. So you want to kind of give people like a budget when you, even though you're looking at your competitor's price, you still want to be affordable, and you also want to make sure that you're not just going on someone's website and using all their prices. No, because however long it took them, it might not take you that long. Or it might take you longer, and it might not take them that long. So you don't want to price your stuff. That goes back to number 1, the formula. Pricing your stuff based on the formula. But number 4 is competitors' pricing. Make sure to do a little research and just go check out some other people that you like, their content and what they're selling, and go look at their prices. You can probably do like subtract $10 or subtract $20 depending on the price, and start from there and go from there. So number 4 is competitors' pricing. And then number 5, I know my camera was looking a little ashy back then. Sorry, I had to wipe my camera. But the last and final tip is bundle pricing. It's just what it sounds like, bundle pricing. For example, you can do like 2 basic cases for $35 plus a $5 charm set if you sell bracelets too. You know, $40. That could be a bundle. You can do like, okay, you can get an iPad and a iPad case and an iPhone case. You can get an iPad case and a headphones case. You can get 2 iPhone cases. You can get an iPhone and a Samsung case. You can get an AirPod case and an iPhone case, an AirPod case and an iPad case. People are junking a bunch of things now, so it's not just cases. They are doing mirrors. They're doing, what else? Combs, brushes. What else? Cars, license plates. When I say cars, I literally mean car. They don't have junk cars, but people are blinging out their cars. Real life. Yeah, bundle pricing is my last tip to you guys. Always offer some type of deal for people. People are always looking for a deal. They're looking for the best way that they can spend their dollar. So what they're going to, if they can get 2 or something for cheaper than what they would buy for a single one, they're going to do it. So if you can offer some type of bundle pricing, that'll also help get you a couple sales, because people are most likely to buy more stuff if they feel like they're getting a little bit of a deal. You know, I'm just going to tell y'all one more hidden gem. Doing limited edition or collab drops. You order on Shein, you get this one style of chart. Like, okay, we're going to do Hello Kitty. That's going to be our thing. Or your birthday month, to promote your sales, you're doing Hello Kitty drops. All of your cases that you're about to make for the next month are going to be all Hello Kitty themed. So you can post on your social media and be like, okay, this is a limited time drop. These types of cases are all Hello Kitty themed. They're made with all Hello Kitty charm. They even have the Libra charms in them. Bam. So then a lot of people will be like, okay, do I want a case that's Libra? Because I'm a Libra. You know? You have to offer some type of stuff. Or you can also collab with someone. Like if you know somebody on Facebook or TikTok. I hope that air wasn't taking away the noise. But if you follow somebody on TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, and you DM them, which I know how to do if y'all want a video on how to DM people and try to get like collabs with like other small businesses, let me know. Not even small business in general, but just specifically junk case people. With the collab drop, you can DM them. You can let them know, like, hey, like, I just started my business up, blah 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 blah. If you want the rest, let me know. I'll do a video on it. And yeah, and then you can see if they want to collab with you that type of way, and see if you guys can work together, you know, and bring in some sales. So that's also another option, and that's also a hidden gem that people don't tell you about. So keep that in the back of your head when you start that business up. All right, y'all, that is all for this video. I hope you found this video very useful. If not, let me know if it's something else I can add or expand on or make a video about for you guys. But that is all for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you know every time I post a video, and I'll see you in the next video. If you starting that junk case business, start it today. The summertime is hitting. People need cases, they need accessories. Let's go get the bag. Stop letting the bag get you. Clock it. Now I gotta go because it's getting hot in this car. It's time to go. It's time to go in the house. I'm finna go clean up, chill. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Deuces!